I'm Jordan and you're not. And this is my review on Final Exam. Now, Final Exam was made during the 80s, the golden age of the slasher films, when horror movies ruled the world. So, Final Exam. How do you make a horror movie about taking a test? This is in the 80s when you can make a horror movie about anything. You got Prom Night, you got Final Exam, you got My Bloody Valentine, you got Terror Train, you got Funhouse, you got The Burning, you got Halloween, Friday the 13th, Leprechaun. That was in the 90s though. And yeah, I love slasher films. This one, it wasn't too bad actually, but there's one thing that kind of bothered me, but we'll get to that. So this was made in 1981. That was probably the hardcore year for slasher films. And we got this group of college students that all get ready to take their final exam, and then all of a sudden a killer shows up. Okay. So yeah, there's this. They show this a man and woman making out in their car, just at nighttime, at midnight to be exact. Remember that. So they're making out, and then all of a sudden a killer kills them for whatever reason. Okay. And then we go to another college where we see this group of college students. We got Courtney, we got Radish, we got Wildman, and others. I don't remember their names. They're not too memorable. So while they're taking their final exam, they stage a terrorist attack, or a school shooting, to be exact. Like it's so random too. Like there's these, it's a prank. Yeah, they're in a van, and we drive up and they start shooting people, like blood coming out and people panicking, and then no one really does anything. I mean, only one person calls the cops. I mean, is this college supposed to be, like, not really have too many people there? It's supposed to be abandoned or something? What's the deal with that? Nowadays, this is back in the 80s when nobody gave a shit. Nowadays, if you try to stage like a terrorist attack, or if you try to stage a school shooting, they would put your ass in jail. Well, with the Columbine, and then in the Sandy Hook massacre, with all these school shootings and everything, if you try to remake this, and do a fake school shooting, there would be pandemonium. There would be like how Kim Jong-un was with The Interview, or even in the movie itself. If it was a remake, if it was a phony school shooting, and people would, make a big deal out of it, and but when they find out it was fake, it would be all, it's a conspiracy, it's the Illuminati. Yeah. So yeah, the only reason they did that was because it was a diversion, so some guy could get like a 82 on his quiz. I mean, he just wrote 82 on his quiz and he put it with the other ones when they see that it was marked already. Okay, now we get to the killer. The killer is just random, and he's just there just for the sake of killing them. He has no backstory, he has no motive, he has no mask. But usually when I watch a slasher, I like my killer to have a tiny little bit of motive, and I like him to at least have a mask on. Like, Michael Myers in the original Halloween, he didn't really have too much of a motive. He had a mask, but he stalked the babysitters, and that was basically it. It wasn't until Halloween 2 when we found out that Laurie is actually his sister. That's why he's killing her. He just wants to kill his family, because the Thorn curse told him to in Halloween 6. And then Jason, he's just a mama's boy out in the woods, slashing teens just because he drowned when he was a child, and the counselors aren't paying attention, so that's why he's pissed about that. Then Freddy's mad because all the parents of Springwood killed him, and then he's killing their kids to get revenge. And this guy, he's just there just for the sake of being there, just to kill him. He has no motive at all whatsoever. I mean, I guess he's just a psycho who wants to kill college students. So he stalks them. He kind of keeps his face in the shadows. You can't really see his face till like the very last 5 minutes of the movie. And even then, he doesn't really talk at all. He might grunt, and he looks like he has like a weird haircut, like a weird 1980s haircut. He has like a green jacket on, and he's just stalking and killing him. I guess that's basically it. Will anyone live? Will anyone survive this carnage of the final exam? I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't want to spoil it for you. So, in all, I would give this movie a B. It was good. I didn't hate it. I'm not in love with it, but it wasn't bad. I'll definitely check it out again someday, and I implore you to also if you have not seen it yet. So, give it a try.